once again, well before dawn, on our way to the Portland Jetport, where we are making our third trip to Florida. We're going back because there's enough birds there for us to make it worth the trip. Fingers crossed.
Madness. Madness.
It's the week 28 recap of Ethan and Ingrid's 2024 big year. In the summer of 2023, a large-billed tern was seen in eastern Florida. A resident of inland freshwater ponds and lakes of South America, sightings of this bird in the United States are exceedingly rare, 3 times ever, making it a Code 5 bird. With our 2024 big year approaching, Ethan and I resisted chasing the bird in 2023, and naturally, it disappeared in December. Then, 2 weeks ago, the same bird rematerialized around a group of freshwater ponds in Naples, Florida, appearing and disappearing for days at a time. Also appearing in Florida were 3 other birds we did not have on our list. So, after a bit of consideration, we booked our flights and made a game plan for finding them. As we stepped from the Fort Myers airport into a hot, humid midsummer Florida, light rain was falling, and we feared our planned afternoon birding might be in jeopardy. Fortunately, as we approached Naples to search for the tern, the rain stopped. And in a further turn of good luck, the large-billed tern was exactly where it was reported to hang out, and we immediately saw it upon pulling into the parking lot. This was our easiest Code 5 pickup ever, and one of those birds that makes up for the seemingly endless stakeouts for others. Next up, the rose-ringed parakeet. The most widespread parakeet in the world, the rose-ringed is found across Africa, India, and southern Asia, and populations of escaped birds are established in California and Florida. A handful of these have found the Naples Zoo to be a favorable habitat. The feels-like air temperature when we stepped out of our car at the zoo was a whopping 109 degrees, which may work for our friends in Florida or Texas, but is simply inhumane for Mainers. To reinforce how hot we felt, a zoo visitor collapsed and had to be rushed away in an ambulance. After about an hour of searching, we were wilting, and with an afternoon thunderstorm rumbling in the distance, we realized we only had a little time left to find the bird. Then, not far from the honey badger compound, we heard the characteristic high-pitched squeal of the rose-ringed parakeet as 2 flew from tree to tree in the dense canopy lining our path. We got quick views as they darted past us, and then again a few minutes later. We ended the day with 2 new birds for the year and 2 ticks for our life list. Up and out early on Thursday morning, we made our way across the state to Miami on Alligator Alley, the second coolest road name in America, trailing I Dream of Jeannie Way in Cocoa Beach, Florida. Our first stop was Bill Bagg's Cape Florida State Park, where a yellow-green vireo had been reported over the past couple of weeks. Native to the Yucatan and Central America, this out-of-range bird had been frequenting a stand of dense foliage along a bike path in the park. Armed with what we thought were excellent directions to the bird, we quickly learned what others before us had noted. The spot is not easy to locate. Eventually, we did find the bird. He was much easier to hear than see, as his yellow-green plumage camouflaged him well in the thick foliage. Next, we were off to Oleta River State Park, where our followers may recall we dipped on the yellow-headed Caracara in February. A yellow-headed Caracara is an opportunistic scavenger who will eat roadkill, human scraps, baby birds, seeds, fruit, lizards, in other words, just about anything. A native of South America, sightings in the United States are extremely rare, which make a single bird taking up residence in Miami quite exciting. Since he had been seen more regularly of late, we arrived full of hope. But after more than 2.5 hours staking out his favorite location in the park, the dumpsters, Yes, folks, we stared at 8 dumpsters for 3 hours. Heavy rain moved in, and we moved out, dipping again. Okay, it's Friday morning, and we are returning to Oleta River State Park in Miami on our third search for the yellow-headed Caracara.
I hate this bird.
I hope he's hungry this morning and coming to his favorite dumpsters for breakfast. We each took turns on dumpster watch while the other walked the pavilion circuit in this popular state park, making special effort to check every trash can and barbecue grill. We then crossed the Sound and worked a marina and bait shack where the bird was seen last winter. Still no Caracara. We returned to the dumpsters only to find the local fire department doing ladder and hose tests in the same lot as the dumpsters, a distraction that would discourage any bird. So, with great sadness, we climbed into our rental car and reversed our journey on Alligator Alley. 2.5 hours later, as we entered Naples, Ethan's phone buzzed. The yellow-headed Caracara was at the dumpsters. Some days you're the windshield, some days you're the body.
Thanks for watching this weekly recap of Ethan and Ingrid's 2024 Big Year. Remember to visit our blog at bigyearbirding.com. If you're watching this on YouTube, click the subscribe button. And if you want more of this silliness, we also have a Facebook and Instagram page. Happy birding!